Marty, thank you so much for joining us. Can you just take a moment to briefly introduce yourselves for our audience?
Yes, thank you for having me. My name is Marty Henehan. I'm the Vice President of Business Development for North America at Mabion.
Can you talk about some of the key trends you're observing in the broader biopharma markets?
The biologics industry has seen many changes over the last several years, a lot in cell and gene therapy, but for Mabion in particular, the growth in biosimilars and the continued growth in monoclonal antibodies and poly antibodies really have drive our business.
So the Biosecure Act has had a lot of discussion surrounding it. Can you talk about some of the ramifications that you see industry-wide and for your customers specifically?
Yeah, great. It's a very good question because not everyone understands what the Biosecure Act is, and they think it's only an FDA approval. And it's really a collaboration between the FDA, EMEA, and other regulatory bodies to make sure that not only are products safe as they're being manufactured, but also that the IP is protected when it's being sent elsewhere. So it's really targeted at making sure that the products are being manufactured safely, there are high regulatory standards, but the IP is protected as well. So their encouragement is to manufacture products in the US, but also in the European Union, which Mabion is part of. We've been part of the European Union for many, many years. So we're very excited to be part of that, but it's still a part that needs to be, people that need to be educated on the benefits of manufacturing in Europe.
Well, to that point, can you talk about some of the benefits of manufacturing in Central Europe?
Yeah, so Central Europe has been developing much faster than the rest of the continent, and the growth in Poland has outpaced the growth of all the other countries in Europe over the last 20 years. The number of PhDs that we have on staff is equal to any other biologics company in Europe. The benefit of being in Central Europe is that the cost structure is much less than other parts of Europe and very cost competitive with Asia. So we can be very competitive in the US market, we can be competitive in the European market, but we can also compete in the Asian market. So giving us an advantage worldwide to being a contract manufacturer for any biologics company.
Marty, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely my pleasure. Appreciate you asking me.